Hey everybody, it's Nick here, and I have a limited amount of time to do this. Welcome back to another episode of my version of Days of Pony. Today we are going to be talking about Equestria Girls 1. Now, if you can remember, the last 65 episodes of this series that I've been doing always had to have a book and a description in it. Unfortunately, the book ends after Season 3. So basically, there's no Season 4, there's no Equestria Girls 1 or 2, or Season 5, or Equestria Girls 3, if that even is a thing. But, yeah. This is basically only from memory, and this is really, it's a really long movie, so I'm gonna do my best, and let's see how everything goes. So the movie starts off with this crazy scene between all the main six, where they basically are talking about Twilight going to a some sort of meeting with the other princesses, and yeah, they talk about how Twilight can't fly yet, and how she's still getting over the fact that, hey, I'm a princess. Yay. You know, she's just like, I have wings now, my crown is actually just the element of magic, it's like, I don't know what to do, so that's kind of what we got going on in the beginning of the movie. Then we have Flash Sentry showing up, and whatever. But then Twilight explains more the whole I'm not ready for this whole thing, and Spike's just like, you gotta calm the hell down, but whatever. Then the new intro happens, and then we actually get into the movie. So this 70-minute thing starts off with some random character taking Twilight's element. You know, magic element. Completely taking that away from her. And what happens is, after a wild goose chase through the castle, the element goes through a mirror that doesn't shatter, and it's more like a portal or something. The character goes through it, and we're all wondering what the hell. So then we're introduced, in a sense, to Sunset Shimmer. That's the character. Apparently a former student of Celestia's, and now she turned evil, and she randomly went into this mirror that's a portal to another dimension, and it's... Anyway, Twilight now has to get it without the help of her friends, because wibbly wobbly timey wimey, and, you know, that whole thing of you can't meet yourself if you go into the past, you can't meet yourself whatever you do, because things could be catastrophic there. But, anyway, what happened? So, yeah. I don't know. So, moving on. So Twilight goes through this, Spike runs after her, they go into this dimension, and Twilight turns into a human, Spike turns into a dog, it's all very crazy. Then they go into this giant building, which I think is the castle, and then they get a crowd scene, and then Flash helps Twilight up because she fell and whatnot. And then we get song number 1, which basically is like, you know, this is really weird, but hey, I gotta be a normal human or whatever. And then we get introduced to Fluttershy in the show, and the human version of Sunset Shimmer, and yada yada yada. And basically what happened was, when the crown went through, it hit Fluttershy, and she took it to Principal Celestia. Yes, Principal Celestia. And when Sunset went through, she's like, where the hell is it? And she basically found out. So, you know, Twilight goes to Principal Celestia to say, I need that because it's actually this element thing. But it's like, it's actually a prize for this dance. And it's like, maybe I can win it then. So Twilight has to win this basic, you know, queen of the dance thing. So she has to really get into this whole thing. So Fluttershy basically says, well, the entire high school, and yes, this is a high school, the entire high school is separated into 6 divisions, I guess, of different types of people, including the techies, the jocks, the rockers. There's a few others, but the one that everyone loves is the eco kids. Yeah, there's like 6 of them that Fluttershy actually says. Oh, and yeah, the dramas too. And blanking on the sixth one, but whatever. So yeah, she has to get the support of all these groups to win Princess of the Fall Formal, which is what the title is. And first off, she has to talk to the party planner. Turns out the head party planner is Pinky. And somehow Pinky does not like that Fluttershy got Twilight into this position. Like, wait, Fluttershy got you here? She's not a trustworthy pony. Like, what? Anyway, so Pinky basically goes and, Twilight signs up, and then we get Applejack, which is great. And there's nothing wrong with them. Good. So, anyway, and then really weird balloons and Big Mac stuff, which is great. Yada, yada, yada. And also, Rainbow Dash gets mentioned, and Applejack hates her guts. And then Sunset Shimmer comes in with Snips and Snails as her backup crew and ruins everything, or at least attempts to. Finds out that Twilight is up for the running. Does a big, hallway scene with her, just don't do it, just drop out of the whole thing. You don't know anything about this human world. And, that's it. Sunset then has a conversation with Snips and Snails, and then Twilight almost breaks the vending machine, but Trixie shows up out of nowhere, and then what? So yeah, after that, it's like, oh, I gotta make sure that I know about this place. So then she goes into the library and starts trying to be a normal person, but Snips and Snails record everything, and it turns out she's really horrible at it. The internet is just, and apparently YouTube's a thing. Thanks, Cutie My Crusaders. There's a lot of characters that show up here. Also, Cheerily, who actually talks, Also, references to Showstoppers. Great. And first episode, Friendship is Magic Part 1. So, anyway, then Spike makes a bed out of books, and Twilight sleeps there for the night, and the next day, there was a video online, and hey, Rarity shows up finally and says, look, you need a new look so that no one would recognize you as that girl. And then there's a big confrontation. Somehow Pinky hates Fluttershy, and I don't know, Rarity hates Pinky. I'm guessing Fluttershy hates Rarity. I'm not sure. And Applejack hates Rainbow Dash. It's crazy, really. But anyway, Sunset Shimmer apparently was the one who made all these hate things happen. So it's like, hey, Sunset Shimmer did all this. No, she didn't. Oh, well, maybe she did. Yeah, she actually did. And then, hey, Rainbow Dash and Applejack haven't talked. Let's have them talk. And then Rainbow Dash shows up. And there's soccer, which is actually referred to as one-on-one. Not as soccer or football. Or football, rather. Yada, yada, yada. So basically, Rainbow Dash is like, yeah, let's do it. And all 6 of them now have to have Twilight win, in a sense. But then Sunset Shimmer and Snips and Snails destroy the dance, and Vice Principal Luna shows up, basically, interrogates Twilight. Flash saves her, asks her out to the dance, and in a state of shock of being like, that portal that I came through closes tomorrow night. It's like, no. She's just like, oh god, no, runs out. And she's not saying no like, I don't want to dance with you. No, she's saying no as in, oh god, what have I done? I forgot my mission. Twilight then tells the rest of the human versions of her friends that, hey, I'm from another world, and where I come from, I'm a pony, and my dog can talk, and he's actually a dragon in my world, and I'm also a princess. And it's like, holy crap, that's awesome! And, so, anyway, yeah. They fix up the place, and there's more songs, and then they get ready for they dress up, and that's more songs, and they get to the gala. Cars are real. Thank you, Flash, for that. And they keep going. They keep on going. And then they get to the actual dance, and Twilight wins Fall Formal Princess. Sunset Shimmer, well, Snips and Snails. Dognap Spike. We have another Trixie show up. We have Trixie show up again. They let Spike go, and then it's like, give me the crown or I'll destroy the portal. And it's like, dude, the sledgehammer's gonna go through the portal. You know that, right? But either way, Twilight's like, hey, destroy it. And Sunset's like, nope, I won't do it. And everyone is excited for Twilight, which gets, Sunset really mad. Catfight happens. Sunset, in the end, gets the element, puts it on her head, turns into a she-demon, and then turns Snips and Snails into kind of like her minion demons, and then turns the entire school into brainless zombies. Apparently, that was her plan all along. She's going to take over Equestria with brainless humans that would turn to brainless ponies. So, zombie ponies are a thing. Nice job, Spike. Sunset then attacks Twilight with the element, but the element realizes, wait a second, you're using me to kill my owner. Hell no. And then, even though the elements aren't there, hey, they use the Nightmare Moon rainbow DNA thing, defeat them. They get the school out of the whole brain wipe, whatever. Snips and Snails go back to regular kids, and Sunset Shimmer does the same. Sunset then cries and cries and cries, begging for forgiveness, and hey, she makes friends with the rest of the other main six, the humans. And then more dancing and Fall Formal Princess still, and then Twilight has to leave, and they go, and then the portal closes, and Pinkie is funny when she bumps into the thing, thinking, hey, it's still open. Okay. Ow! Never mind. Bummer. Goes back into the pony world, talks about, kind of hints at the whole hands thing, even though they've already mentioned hands, and Rainbow Dash is like, what are hands? But, no. But yeah, and Twilight talks about the whole dance, and it's like, wait, what? And then Flash shows up, they bump into each other, and it's awkward but cute, and then Pinkie explains everything. Yeah, Pinkie also explained the fact that, hey, she's a pony. Thanks, Human Pinkie, for that, and thank you, Pony Pinkie, for explaining the whole ending scenes. And that is Equestria Girls 1 in a nutshell, or in like 10 minutes or 11. Personal thoughts on it? I went to see it for the first time. Holy crap, it was amazing. IMDb actually put this as like the lowest rated episode of the show, if we're counting episodes and movies. It's actually a 6.1. I honestly give it a higher ranking than that. I give it, personally, a 9.3. It's that epic. And I said I was gonna watch movie number 2, but unfortunately I can't go. I don't know, I just had to wait for the television premiere, I guess. Or at least, when YouTube decides to put it up, the full version, that is. Anyway, guys, next time, that 66 whole thing down there, yeah, that's gonna change to, what's it gonna change to? 92, 93? Yeah, it's gonna change to 93. So 67 out of 93. And that will be the review of Princess Twilight Sparkle, parts 1 and 2. So, until then, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.